Okay, I think you are not seeing me, but hopefully you can listen to me. Um, let me see if I can just uh, get online. I just wanted to update you all about the situation I'm having currently because it's been a while since the last time I could get online here because it's been a okay and there are many different things going on at the moment. I'm busier than any time earlier. I mean, I've never been so busy, which is great, of course. Mm, but at the same time, it doesn't allow me to keep on some things I enjoyed doing, like this, like just streaming, composing music uh, live. So it's something I can't do as often as I used to, even when I never had a specific day or something when I could just jump here and write some music. But anyway, I like doing that from time to time, and unfortunately, in some way, that's not possible anymore because, as I said, I just got busy with many different projects. So by the time, I mean, during the time I've been completely out, I've been working on a feature film that was released last month. Um, on June the 1st, I think it was the day. You can check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. It's called The Squatters, directed by Kalani Hubert, produced by Stephanie Hubert, or Galaxy Visuals is the company. And it was a pretty fun movie. I absolutely recommend everyone to watch it. Also, just to support the studio. They are doing a great job. They are putting lots of effort into their films, and yeah, it's great to be a part of their projects. So that's one of the things I've been doing. I've been working also on the expansion of another video game that I just wrote the music for last year, and they just wanted an expansion, and so they reached out and just asked me to write some more music for the game. So hopefully it will be released. I don't know, maybe October, November. I think October is going to be the date. And on PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and also PC and Mac, I think. So that's another project I've been working on. And there is a huge thing I've been also involved in. I was hired by a company called Imascore just to write some music for theme parks. That's something I've never done before, but I'm honestly enjoying it a lot. It's completely new for me, but at the same time, it's some. I mean, the kind of music they are asking me for is music I really enjoy writing. So it's been super fun, and it's a lot of music, a lot of work. So I'm more than happy with that, and I hope I can work on many more projects with them, as I really love the experience. Not just because of the kind of music they are asking, but also because of mm, how serious these guys are. I just really enjoy professional people, and this company is definitely a nice one to work with. So yeah, that's another thing I'm doing right now, and yeah, I just upgraded my computer. I just changed the old iMac Pro for a new one, which is a Mac Studio with, let me see. Okay, mm, more information. I think, yeah, think. Okay, let me see. Anyway, um, this is the computer I have right now. It's 192 gigabytes of RAM, Apple M2 Ultra, and yeah, 2 terabytes. I just decided to go with 2 terabytes of storage, internal SSD, for different reasons, but that's fine. That's enough for me, mainly because I have the libraries in a Thunderblade, which is 8 terabytes, connected to the computer by a Thunderbolt 3 port. So yeah, cable. So yeah, it's one of these new Mac Studios, and I couldn't be happier with it. So yeah, this is just a quick idea I started this morning, just to get used again to write music, because I've been out for a couple of weeks, just relaxing and enjoying some free time after a couple of years without stopping. So yeah, I just felt it was necessary. So just decided to go for a couple of weeks, and I'm just back, and I'm trying to get used to write music again, while doing some small commissions that I had pending for some publishers. So tomorrow I have a meeting for another video game, which hopefully will be a new commission. And yeah, lots of things going on, but I just wanted to get online and let you all know about this, so you could, I don't know, get some quick update of on my situation. This is, as I said, something super quick and small that I started this morning. Let me show you. Hey, Wade. Thank you, man. Yeah, this is kind of Disney. Yeah, this is what I did this morning a bit. And I was here just this part is not ready, so yeah. But yeah, it's kind of an exercise just to get used again to write music after 2 weeks of stopping with it. Yeah, this was something I made in a couple of hours, probably a bit less, I don't know. Yeah, this morning. But this is super easy, you know, it almost doesn't have orchestra. It's quite easy. If you see here the piano sketch, you can see. Okay, let me show you so you can see what's this. This is the melody, and this is the harmony. You know, as I come from piano, I tend to write the harmony with arpeggios. It's easier for me when playing this. But sometimes you can also see chords and rhythms. but yeah, I tend to if I just write a melody, I don't know. Let's improvise something. It's easier for me just to write something like this. Than go with chords like I just don't know what I did. This is not natural to me, even when you probably can see things easier in a piano sketch, but it's weird to play the piano like that. So yeah. Just, I don't know. Anyway, it's super simple, you know, no difficult harmony, no difficult. It's super easy. Nothing special about this. But yeah, the point was mainly just go back with the orchestra. Oh, yeah, that one. Honestly, I don't know if I got like 14 cents from that one, so it was kind of stupid amount of money. But anyway, yeah, I remember that one. It was cool to listen to the music there. I really enjoyed that. This is like probably the and I was just going to write something new here probably at this point. So if we play this. This is the melody from the beginning. Like the melody here. If you listen to this, it's the same melody, just for coherence. Are you going to upload this? Honestly, I wasn't thinking to upload this because I'm not particularly proud of this. It's like an exercise, but it was okay for the video, but I just don't find anything interesting here, honestly. But I don't know, if you want it, I can send you if you want. It's not a problem. Yeah, it's like this right now. Just send me a friend request if you want, and I will accept you. And I can explore this and send you. Okay, I think I accepted you already. Wait, yeah. So we are in touch there, man. Nice to meet you there. I can send you later if you want, but it's not finished, you know. As and actually, I have just about 1 hour for this. I have to go later, but yeah. Let's try to continue a bit with this idea. Let's see what we can do. I wasn't really happy with this part. This is okay. Not sure about this, honestly. I have a trumpet here. I think it's from Vienna. No, not quite happy with that. Let's see if I can go with something else. So we come from this. Let me move the microphone. Yeah, I mean mainly in terms of harmony and the composition itself. Not that much the orchestra. The orchestra can be. I usually go first with a piano sketch, just to set the melody and the harmony. And once I have that clear, then I go on and orchestrate the part. But I just find I get better results if I do this way than if I go directly with, I don't know, some kind of transitions or orchestral instruments without really having clear what I want to do musically, you know. But that's me, of course. Maybe for you it's different and you find better ways to continue just going directly with the orchestra. But I just prefer just to have clear what I want to do before I go and put the instruments there, you know. So yeah, I was coming from this. So yeah, B flat major, and let's modulate somewhere, I don't know. So yeah. I like that. That's beautiful, I think. So yeah, we are doing this. And let's go to the minor mode. Something like that could be interesting. Let me try. Yeah, I kind of like that. So let's see what I can do. And maybe I can do this with the oboes or something. Now it's, for example, if I want to orchestrate this, now is the time to see what I can do. Bum, bum, bum. And maybe, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Let's activate the piano. You know, this is super slow. But man, it has to be this way. I'm going to duplicate this so I can avoid just to edit the MIDI, which I hate. And I can just record a new line here for the basses. Just to set the harmony. 1 second, please. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's try. Okay, I'm having some problems, okay, with this library, the Abbey Road Orchestra Strings by Spitfire Audio. For some reason, it doesn't really work well for me. For example, when I load a patch, for example, Basis Legato, I just duplicated the same patch, but it didn't load it me the Basis Legato, which is what I have here. Basis Legato, okay? And it just loads me the strings, the first violins, not the Basis Legato, which is so annoying, especially because, as you can imagine, I spent a lot of time preparing the template for this, including this library in the template, and I can't really use it comfortably, you know? It just keeps loading me the first violins with all the articulations, which is annoying because, man, it's 7 gigabytes of RAM, and I just need a different instrument, and I have to go and load it manually every time I need this. So I remove all the articulations, I select the one I want, which is okay if you have to do this once, but if you have to do this lots of times, it breaks your workflow and it makes you go slower and it's annoying. So yeah, I don't really want to do this. I don't really want to do this. It's irritating, you know, it's so annoying. I already wrote to Spitfire Audio telling them about this problem. Still waiting for their response. I know their support, their tech support is really good. They actually solved some problems in the past for me. So yeah, I hope they get the problem and it's just a small bug or something, and I can update the libraries or whatever, and it's solved. But because if not, I'm considering stopping using them. You know, I don't really want to work this way. It's not. It's not good. You know, I prefer using another library, and that's all. There are many libraries sounding great. This probably is the best in terms of sound quality for me at best. Even better than Pacific Strings, which I loved. But man, if it's not working well, I'm not going to sacrifice the time for. I can't do that. That's all. So yeah, let's try and record the basses here. The new basses line here. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. As you can see, this is the line I recorded, which if we joined it with the previous one, basically, yeah, that's it. So I'm going to record now probably the telly. Let's record flautandos here. Flautando. So yeah. I forgot the chords. That's what happened when you basically improvise what you are doing. So you forget about the things. So yeah, I'm going to record and then we will edit the line. I feel like it's a weird mix of dark and light. Not sure if this section works. I don't know. Often I just find that I need to give some perspective to some parts of a song. Like, for example, I might think something is working, but then I just listen to it in the whole context and I say, no, it doesn't work at all. And I have to just remove it and try something different. And sometimes it's just the opposite. So I get what you mean. Like the piece is constantly it's super Disney. It's like just from the beginning. It's kind of magical, playful, and it keeps being the same around here. This is more emotional, maybe. Yeah, it's emotional, but it's not dark at all. It's kind of happy. Let's see how this. Okay, maybe you can listen to my voice better now. Let me know, please. Okay. Yeah, I had the microphone a bit. Of course, the piano here is just for the sketch. So I don't know. Do you think this is super weird? I don't know, honestly. Not to. I mean, at this point, I think it might be worth trying. Probably I will remove it later. I don't know. But at this point, just the last part, the new one, right? The one I just made right now. So, for example, this is fine. This, the minor. Yeah, I don't care. I can remove it and that's all. No, not a big deal. It's this thing, I think. Let's just try something else. It's okay. Something happy, I guess, is going to be easier. Yeah, I just felt like I wanted some contrast there because it's everything's super happy. We are happy all the time. Just a bit emotional over here, but happy, happy, happy. And I just felt like maybe something because I think we have here something more energetic. Yeah, we can go with something different. I don't know. Something more playful, maybe. Just trying to figure out what to do. Sometimes when I do this, I just get the reference I had in mind, which in this case is something from Alan Menken, and just listen to the piece they wrote, and I get some ideas. Not sure if you can listen to it. Yeah, it's super similar. Something like that. Something. I don't know. Maybe Lydian mode. And we go to the major, maybe. Let's see something like this, like a response to what I had. That can be beautiful, I don't know. What do you think? Something like that. Yeah, something like that can be nice if we orchestrate it properly. Okay, so probably with flutes, I can see the flute here. So let's record two different flutes. Okay, I usually have this. The flutes, I have them all together in the template, but I feel like here it's going to be better if we separate the two flutes. So flute 1, legato, and then I will let me tweak this, okay? And then this is another flute 2. Okay, so the first flute, I'm using Berlin woodwinds for this, and I'm going to remove this one, and here I'm going to do the opposite and remove this one. So yeah, this way I can write two different solo flutes here. Let me select the piano and see what I did exactly. So yeah. Yeah, let's let's try just to record what I played in the piano here with the first flute. And we will see what we do. But yeah, I think this works better actually. You were right, man. So thanks for the for the tip, just to not go in that direction. Let's try to record the second flute here, which is going to play the you know, I'm just looking at the piano here. I recorded in the first flute this voice, this melody in the upper voice of the piano, and I'm going to record now this other one with the second flute. So this is E. Okay, let's try to record that. More or less, you know, these points where I don't do the legato is just mainly because I want the flute player just to be able to breathe, to take a breath. So actually I should allow him here, I think, just in case. I don't know. No iron lungs. Exactly, no iron lungs. So here is the same, here is the same, just so they can breathe. And I think there is a third voice which I'm going to do with the oboe towards the end. Probably I can go with something new. Let's try. I'm going to record the first oboe. Yeah, something like that. Quite simple, but hopefully effective at the same time. The piano again. Let's record the second oboe. Something different also. Yeah. Okay, I'm going just to record now clarinets, 2 clarinets. These are the woodwinds, okay? I started later because actually the clarinets were playing the melody just before this, so these are the clarinets playing. So I just went with them here. They are doing a subtle crescendo. I'm going to introduce the bassoons also towards the end. You know, I want this to grow towards the D major chord here. Okay, I think something for super simple for the woodwinds. We can see if we can change that later, probably. I don't know. I will probably just write for them. I'm thinking of a timpani rolls towards the end, so let's see. Timpani rolls, okay? Just doing. Yeah, I was thinking actually in some trills. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, I was thinking, but the woodwinds are a bit boring right now, I agree. But I just want to see how it works with the rest of the sections, so maybe we can just probably do this kind of in the violins and then use the flutes to do something more like runs or something faster, just to increase the to just not to make this section feel too static, but just something more, yeah, more fun, as you said. Yeah, I think. But let me first record the violins then for this. So first violins, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to record what I did here for the flutes in the first violins. Let's see. Yeah, it's just too slow maybe also. Anyway, let's record the second violins doing what the second flute was doing. I made something wrong, so let's try again. Let's try again, yeah. You know, I'm still not used completely to this library, and for example, it has some latency that I wasn't expecting. Also, it reacts differently to the CCs than the previous one. I'm using Icon Platform M+, which has 9 different faders, 10 centimeters each. It's quite nice. I really enjoy this. It's actually a DAW controller, not really, but it has that possibility also. It can be configured as a CC controller, and yeah, it allows me just to write simultaneously the CC1 and the CC11. So yeah, after some practice, you can just came up with some parameters that work pretty well. But you also need to get used to each library, because not all of them react the same way, and you need to just get used to each of them. But once you get used to the libraries and you understand how they react to the CCs, you just come with really, really nice expression and modulation curves that work pretty well, actually. Yeah, I actually was tempted to try them, but I don't know. It's like, in some way, I feel like I was going to buy one of these, use it for a week, get bored of it, and leave it alone in a corner in the studio. So I just didn't, you know, if I don't really feel I need something, or that something is going to really help me improve a lot, I usually try to avoid it because I know myself, and I think it's not just myself. I think it's quite common between musicians. We buy machines, we buy things, and finally we don't use them. So I'm not saying, of course, that it's not useful, and I'm sure it is. But I just don't see myself just putting that thing every time I need to play something, and I just feel it. I wouldn't be actually so comfortable with that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I try one of them. I don't know. Probably I think actually they are not too expensive, right? Like $100 or something like that. Mm, anyway, I just didn't try them, so I don't really know if they are really good or not. I'm quite comfortable using this Icon platform M Plus for the CCs. Yeah, I just don't feel the necessity of changing. In my case, of course. In my case. Okay, let's try some violas. Doing what the oboe, first oboe is doing. Okay, the violas. I'm going to play this. So yeah. Yeah. And I'm going just to use the Tele flautando again, but just like I used the bassoons towards the end, so they can add the cross sound when we are leading to the D major chord in the end around here. So yeah, let's record the Tele. They are beautiful. I mean, this library sounds amazing. Honestly, it's really amazing. But the problem I was talking about before is so annoying, to be honest. Anyway, let's try record bassist legato towards the end again. Okay, so we have the bassist legato, but I want some pizzicatos before, just to give some presence in the low end. So let's see. Let's record now some suspended cymbals. Also towards the end, towards the D major. So they need to explode in bar 61. So yes, I think the flutes are not working I mean, they are working, but they can do something more fun here. So yeah, I was thinking that probably trills, we can play with trills, single trills like something like this could be nice. We need to see how to do this. Let's try something without recording. Or we can maybe go with some runs. Okay, let's see where should I start with the flutes. Yeah, I'm going to try to write some runs here for the flutes. So yeah, the way I write fast runs usually is I activate this, and then I go with I just don't know how to call this in English, honestly, but you know, it's this kind of of keyboard that you can just select the note you want. If you want triplets, if you want 8 notes, 16ths, etc., you know, and it just writes the exact, and you don't have to play live. So for example, in this case is for runs or super fast things. It's super useful because you can just I don't know, you can just write the notes. You can think what is the next note you should be writing depending on the harmony. So yeah, it's really, really useful. So I was thinking it's in B flat major, so let's just try to write 16th notes around here. And this is like the first step for writing runs in my case. And I want to do just 1 octave up. So let's see here. For example, it's not purely a scale. Then I just correct the dynamics, like the velocity. And then, as I want the crescendo to end in this bar, what I do is just activate the... I also don't know how to call this in English, but it's like... in Spanish is this name, tiradores de tiempo, but this is not the shortcut. This is the shortcut I created for them. But originally, I don't really know what are they called and what is the shortcut for them. I don't remember. In my case, I just assigned this to F6, and it's super useful. And what does this thing do? If you see, it's not like selecting normally. If you select normally, it's like this, and it disappears once you leave the click. But if you activate the other thing, you can see this. So you select the notes and you can adapt the durability. So for example, if I want them to end there, I don't really care about the amount of notes. Of course, if I have to record this with a real orchestra, I do care because I want the players to be able to do this. And I try to be coherent in that way, but what I mean is I don't need to really know how is the exact duration of each of these notes, you know. I just write the notes I want, and then I adapt the durability so they start and end where I want. Stretching them, yeah, exactly, that's what this does. So for example, here it sounds like this. Sorry. you can play with that and create as many runs as you want. So for example, in this case, let's see. For me, this is something, for example, I would probably just play with something else here. I don't know, let's try. No. The bad thing of this is that if you play the stop button, it doesn't stop. I don't know, it doesn't really work optimized, I think, in Logic, but anyway. Let's try and locate it in the right places. Also, you know, I just didn't write the correction here. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, let's see. Just thinking where to write the runs, and I think that's one. No, I mean, these notes should be already from D major, and for example, these are the ones I want faster, so the run will start. I think this might work. Let's listen to this in context. Let's listen to this in the context, in the right context. So let's try. More or less. I'm going to remove the last note because there I'm going to use a long trill instead. So yeah, let's try a long trill in D major. Okay, so now that we have a basic structure for these runs, what I'm going to do is just to orchestrate the runs properly. So yeah, we have these flutes runs here. I think you can see it in the screen. And yeah, what I'm going to do first of all is just to copy paste this in the piccolo flute. Let's write this 1 octave higher, and let's go to the editor because we only have one piccolo flute. So first of all, I usually just use the piccolo for some of the runs and for mainly the crescendo ones when they are going up. So for example, all of these things probably I will just remove this. And then, as we only have one flute, let's leave this. I don't want the piccolo there. Probably I can leave it here. But here again, let's remove the first parts and also the second voice. And let's see. Same with the piccolo flute. I mean with the trill. Let me write. Okay, I think I wrote the piccolo. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm just correcting the octaves here, the octaves for the flute. Okay, let's go on. Also, the oboes can actually help with the runs. So I'm going to remove, as we have the strings doing this, unless the first oboe is going to be playing runs, I think. So yeah, let's copy the flute runs we made. And I don't know, let's try just to do this second voice here. So for example, let's remove the voice that we had for the first flute. And I think we probably can move the oboe one octave lower also. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's move the oboe one octave lower. And let's see how this sounds. Yeah, it sounds quite cool, I think. Let's play the trill also in the oboe. Okay, so yeah, the woodwinds are a bit better now, I think, but I feel like we still can improve this quite a bit. So yeah, I'm going just to play some single trills, also in some parts of the runs, for example, in the end of the runs. So here, for example, we have, yeah, I'm going to play a single trill here, another here, and another there, just to check how this works in the flutes. Okay, let's try. Okay, this one, you know, they barely can be heard, but they are there. And once I double this with the oboe, I think it's going to be working. I hope so, at least. Let's see. Okay. Okay, it's time to add some percussion also. Let's go with the Mark trees, for example, which I've been using in the piece before. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Let's remove the piano now, which I think we don't need it. Let's see. Okay, we need the brass now. You know, there are some passages like this one that you can spend a lot of time writing just the orchestra and it's a few bars, and you can do other things like this one super fast because it's actually not too much going on, but it doesn't need more, honestly. This is all about the chord inversions. Counterpoint. That's okay, so for the brass, I'm lately trying the Newport brass by Orchestra Tools, which sounds really, really beautiful, I think, but it's mainly for fanfare thing. Let's try that. Yeah, it's beautiful. We can actually try some horns legato too. We will see how we adapt this. Probably remove some voices from the. Yeah, kind of like it. Let's try the trombones. Let's try add some trombones here. Okay, and here, for example, for the voicing in the trombones, if I show you the piano roll, you can see the tonic is the first degree. I mean, of each chord is in the bass, in the first trombone or the third, and then we have the third of the chord, and then we have the fifth. But usually, in low registers, and especially if you want a huge body, what you're going to do is just write the first degree, the fifth one, and then the third above the other two. So I'm going to write the third 1 octave higher, which is probably a bit too high for trombones. But I think it's going to help with the body here, with the harmony support. Let's see. It sounds bigger actually, and less muddy in the low register, so yeah, it works. Let's try now low brass. just the tonics, like doubling this trombone here, but one octave lower. So let's see. Yeah, it sounds big, huge. So yeah, I have to go. Wait, I don't know if you are still there, but let's listen to the whole thing once again, and I have to go because I have a quick call now. Let's see. And yeah, probably here, what I would do is continue with the main theme of this piece, like probably but in D major, for example. But I don't know. I honestly, I would probably just be listening a bit more to the Alan Menken reference. Disenchanted, I think, is the one I chose for this. And actually, the beginning of my piece is almost a copy of his one. But anyway, this was just mainly an exercise for myself, just to get used to write music again after a couple of weeks of not playing a single note. So yeah, it's definitely doing its effect. So I can probably just go back and start working on commercial projects again. So I just don't really know when I'm going to be able to be back here. I would love to be able to do it sooner than later, but work has all the priorities, and it's normal. So yeah, I will try to be back again as soon as possible. It was nice to be with you here today, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.